Hey babes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I assume if you clicked on this video you are semi-interested in hair extensions. So I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience with hair extensions. I've tried several different brands of hair extensions before. And so I'm going to talk about the ones that I'm wearing right now, and I'm going to talk about some of the ones that I've had in the past and just good and bad experiences. So if you are at all interested in learning a little bit about hair extensions, and if you're interested in buying your own hair extensions, I recommend watching this video, but that's totally up to you. But if you want to learn more, then just keep watching. So let's get into it. So I'm wearing my FOXY hair extensions right now, and I've had them for I think like a month. No, probably like a month and a half. I think I've had them for like a month and a half. I've tried FOXY Extensions. I've tried this, like, I don't really know what brand it is, but it was this, just these hair extensions that I got from this salon here where I live. And so basically I'll just talk to you guys a little bit about those, and then I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the FOXY extensions, which I love. So basically I started wearing hair extensions 2 years ago, I think. I have always wanted longer hair. I've never cut my hair shorter. I mean, I've trimmed it and stuff before just to like maintain its health, but I've never done like bob cuts or anything. I've just always wanted longer hair, and I've tried to do almost basically everything possible to grow my hair. Like, I've taken biotin pills, I've tried sugar bear hair pills, I like deep condition my hair like once a week. 2 years ago I started and I went to this local beauty salon where I live, and I think I spent like $230 or something on 18-inch hair extensions, and I really liked the color. I loved the hair, but the issue was that I didn't take good enough care of my hair extensions, and so after a few months of having them, they were so thin. Like, I would like wear them to bed. I just did not take very good care of them. So that's like my first tip for you guys. If you're gonna get hair extensions, they're expensive, so if you're gonna spend the money on them and get quality hair extensions, which I also recommend, take good care of them because you want them to last you as long as possible. So if you sleep with them in your hair every night, if you are brushing them like rigorously, if you use heat on them like every time you wear them, just take really good care of them. And so I'll kind of get into like the tips that I do right now to take good care of my hair extensions. But so basically with those hair extensions, I ended up just having to like throw them away because they were just destroyed, which was so sad. And I ended up buying myself a set of Luxy hair extensions. And I did like those hair extensions. I got the shade Dirty Blonde, and I believe they were the 20-inch set. It was like the 230 grams or something. It was for the medium. It was for like the regular hair, not the thin or the thick, but for like just regular hair. I did like those, and I wore those quite a bit. They were $160 and then plus tax, so I probably spent like $175 plus shipping and stuff on the hair. So it was less expensive than my like very first hair extensions. After I stopped using my Luxy hair extensions and they got really thin and stuff, I decided to get tape-in hair extensions, which I know I didn't mention earlier in the video, but my tape-in hair extensions that I got lasted me 7 or 8 months before I got them like permanently taken out. You kind of have to maintain them, and so basically what I did is, so what is it now? It's September, like the end of September right now. I had them put in, I think, in like at the end of January or early February. And I got like this, my hair was blonder back then. My hair's a little bit darker right now, but my hair was like pretty blonde, and so I had this really pretty blonde like just beachy blonde set of hair. And it's pretty unbelievable actually, because when they're put in your head, they're just like these little one clip wefts, kind of like if you have clip-in hair extensions, there will be like a one clip weft in there normally. And so it's basically just like a series of one clip wefts, but they're not clips. They're just like a little, it's kind of like a thin, it looks like tape, which makes sense because they're tape-in hair extensions, but it's like a little piece of tape, and you take off like this cover that's over the tape, and then it like sets like nicely onto your hair. Well, like inside if you like pull it back. But they're a little bit of a hassle because they get knotted into your actual hair sometimes, and so there were like 2 or 3 instances where I actually had to cut out like a chunk of my hair. And so you have to kind of get them like taken out and put back in. Like the hair itself will last you a while. It's really expensive though. Like I think I spent like $450 or $500 on 18-inch hair extensions, and it lasted me, the tape-in ones, and they lasted me, like I said, about 8 months. But if you're the kind of person, which I was at the time, that really just doesn't want to deal with clip-in hair extensions because you have to take them out every night and so on and so forth, and like find a place to put them that's like safe for them. If you don't want to deal with that hassle every night, especially if you're going to wear your clip-in extensions during the day, I would highly recommend getting the tape-in hair extensions. I know that there's also like sew-in hair extensions. I don't really know enough about those to know if those are good or not. I've never tried those, but I do recommend the tape-in hair extensions for anyone that like wears clip-in hair extensions like religiously every day. Because it's just kind of a hassle. But I got to the point where they were really thin and it was just time to take them out. So I ended up getting them fully taken out right before school started this year, and I got my hair kind of recolored. And I had been babysitting a lot over the summer, and so I had enough money to buy new clip-in hair extensions if I wanted, and for myself. And so I did a lot of research about what I wanted them to look like, and I knew I wanted them to be darker because I didn't want, sorry, there was a car. I didn't want all of the like bleach blonde, even though I love blonde and I've always been blonde. I kind of just wanted like a darker blonde / light brown color. I was really concerned when I decided that I wanted FOXY Luxy Extensions after doing like a ton of research on different products. I watched a ton of YouTube videos on FOXY Luxy hair extensions and like reviews. I had to decide what color I wanted, and I was going back and forth between the caramel color, the like really pretty caramel blonde, or the Sunkissed highlights. And on the website, the Sunkissed highlights look a little bit darker than they are in actual, like, real life, because I decided to get the Sunkissed highlights. I actually watched this one YouTube video, like, over and over again on the Sunkissed highlights, because there weren't that many, like, reviews on the Sunkissed highlight color, and because I think it might be a new color or something. And so I watched this YouTube video over and over again, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And so I bought so this is what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing the FOXY Luxy 22-inch, I believe it's like 230 grams, but they're the 22-inch ones. The seamless clip-in hair extensions in the shade Sunkissed Highlights. Because the thing about these Sunkissed Highlights, I'll kind of like try to show you guys like how long they really are. They're so long and so pretty. So they go like all the way down to right here. This is kind of like, I'm 5'3", and so if you're taller than this, they will be a little bit like shorter, or yeah, they'll be shorter. But if you're shorter than me, they'll be longer. So I'm 5'3", and so just to give you guys like a little bit of perspective, they go down to like, they're like curled right now, so they're not, I mean, they're kind of wavy, they're not actually super curled, but if they were straight, they'd be like even longer than this. But they go down to right here, like maybe an inch below my belly button, and they are just so pretty. I love them so much. And what I like am so obsessed with is that, and my friends have even like commented, I went out to dinner with some of them yesterday, some of them were like, wow, like the color's really pretty, it looks kind of ashy. And that basically is what it is. It's like this mix of like an ashy brown with, well, I guess it's not really, it's like light brown with kind of like ashy blonde, I guess. So basically the way that I maintain them is I do not sleep in them. I just like to keep them really healthy, and I know that if I sleep in them, which I have done with my clip-in hair extensions in the past, is that they will get ruined really fast because I move around a lot when I sleep and they'll just get really knotted. And so basically what I do, and I don't wear them that often, I probably put them in once or twice a week. I keep them in these little baggies. And so when I got them, it came in this bag, and there was a hairnet that had all of the hair in it. And so I kept the hairnet, and I kept this little baggie that it came in. And so basically what I do is I kind of split up where I put the hair. So I'll put half of the hair once I'm done and I like brush it out. I'll put half the hair, I'll like roll it up, I'll twist it up, and I'll put half of the hair back in the hairnet. And then I'll brush out the other half of the hair, I'll twirl it up, and I'll put it in this little baggie, and I'll kind of like condense it so that it like stays in that like twisted, because I like my hair to be wavy. And so I kind of put it in that little twisted thing. And so when I wake up in the morning, I'll take them out of the hairnet and out of the little baggie, and then I'll put them in my hair. And basically, I'll kind of explain to you guys how I put them in. I'll have a different video, maybe at another point if you guys want, of how I put in my hair extensions. But basically, I put in a 3-clip weft, like at the very like bottom of my hairline. And then I put in the short, there's 2 4-clip wefts. So I put in the shorter 4-clip weft, like an inch and a half above, where I put in the 3-clip weft kind of like right below my ears, or kind of like the bottom of my ears. The longer 4-clip weft, I put an inch above that, and that is kind of like where the longest part of your head is, so right above your ears, where I put that one in. They have another 3-clip weft, and I put that one like right above that, and that's kind of all I can put in at the top, because if I put in another one, there wouldn't be enough of my natural hair to cover it. And then on the sides, it comes with 2 2-clip wefts and then 2 1-clip wefts. And the 2-clip weft I put kind of like right above my ear, and I put it kind of back because the 2-clip weft is like kind of long. It's like that long, and so I'll put it like in this section right here on both sides. And that just kind of helps to blend like my shorter hairs in the front with the longer hairs. And then with the 2 1-clip wefts, I put them a little bit above that, just to kind of like, they're kind of tiny, but they just add more like blend to the hair. And so yeah, that is kind of a detailed description of my experience with hair extensions. And so I hope that this helped some of you. I highly recommend the FOXY Luxy Extensions. If your hair color is anything like mine, where it's kind of blonde or light brown, I recommend the Sunkissed highlights. The 22 inches were $190. The 22, I don't think I mentioned that. $190 for the 22 inches, and like I showed you guys earlier, they're really, really long and really thick. Hey, for some reason, my camera stopped recording when I was like taking the video, but I kind of finished everything that I had to say to you guys. So, but I wasn't able to get my like closing statement in there because I could only film like a certain amount of time before my camera just stopped recording randomly. And so I hope that this video was helpful to any of you guys that are looking for hair extensions, or you just wanted to know more about them for maybe future, or if you have some of your own, just info on them. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, babes.